Welcome back to the after Labor Day episode of the Pouring Rain podcast. I am Bert.
I am Ken Shaba.
Balls, people.
We are very, very happy to have Ken back in business.
Hey.
And we missed you.
Missed you guys.
So how was your summer working, busting your ass?
Busy,
Busy?
productive though.
That's good.
You know,
Making money.
yeah,
That's good.
have to do that.
Yes, sir. You were working like 40 hours in 2 days?
No exaggeration. Yeah,
Like Scott's like, oh, God.
God, sounds awful.
like just 4 hours. Of
It
sleep
is
and-
awful.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Can you imagine 40 hours of serving people in 2 days?
Dude, when you're younger, it's different. I'm sorry, but
right.
Of
No.
course. When you're younger,
years
it's
ago,
different. I forgot how good Red Stripe is, by the way.
Yeah, what am I doing here?
I can't like the amount of doubles we used to do back in the day. That was just normal. You're like, oh fuck it, I'm doing a double because I'm trying to get this bread. You know. Now, I'm like, fuck that. My back hurts, dude.
Did you get this
Yeah.
paper G?
I don't give a shit. I just won't go out, or I won't go get that tool I want, or I won't. Fucking,
Right.
You know, I'm like,
Like I'm not trying to grind like that for it, unless I really have to have it.
yeah,
Scott's theme is, I'd rather not.
I'd rather not. Exactly. Quality of life, my friends. Quality of life. That's all that matters now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. All right.
Cool.
So, has anybody been keeping up with crypto?
I have.
All right.
Keeping
Give
like an eye on
us give
shit.
us a rundown because I haven't kept up in the last couple of weeks.
Bitcoin dropped into the 25s again.
Woo! We knew that was gonna happen.
It's the high 25s, but it keeps like floating around 25 and change, like 25.5 up to like 26,
Okay.
and like floating right in there right now.
It's not too bad.
XRP just got Japan just actually accepted XRP for remittance payments,
Ooh,
which is
Wow.
huge.
telling you, man.
Yeah, and he's like, the more banks that start doing this, the more it's just gonna get more and more clout. You know,
Yeah,
and more people are gonna trust it, and it's gonna whose phone is that?
It's Kenny's.
The beep. Let's no silence, son.
As soon as we told him to silence, he forgot. But yeah,
But yeah, it's good. It's it's all good things, man. And then the market shit right now, which is great time to get in if you're so inclined. Not
man.
financial advice,
when
but
you're down, you gotta get in there.
Yeah. there's a lot of things going on. I mean, the real estate market is fucking weird.
They said that the bottom of that hit already. Like, it's not gonna get any lower than that. Like,
What's that?
nuts.
Well, all right. So I've heard like a couple people talk about, especially real estate. I started following a lot,
Uh-huh.
and some of the guys who are much smarter than me are,
There's not many, by the way.
there's plenty. They're talking about how like house prices are gonna stay high for a while because they can't drop interest rates and flood the market with investors, and because it's weird, so it has to be like this balance,
Yeah.
Right.
of kind of like bringing the interest rates down, but not flooding the market with inventory.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because so if you think about it, God, I should probably play a fucking clip because I'm not going to explain this right. But what they're worried about is if they drop the so say tomorrow they were like, okay, we're going to go from 8% to 4%.
Mhm.
Right.
What would end up happening is a shit ton of people would enter the market,
Mm-hmm.
but the inventory wouldn't go up. So you'd have a major amount of demand and not a major amount of supply.
Oh.
So the prices will go even higher,
They go- yeah.
Okay.
which would
Yeah.
be
All right. That makes sense.
Bananas.
overinflating the market. So they need to bring it down very gradually and slowly so that people enter the market in a like gradually,
Right.
Yeah.
and
Well, you can't have like a feeding frenzy like that.
yes, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what it'd be because it'd
I mean,
mostly be like an investing
Yeah.
feeding
You,
frenzy.
Right.
you get outbid like nothing.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, we were talking about it
All right.
last podcast with corporations buying up fucking real estate.
It's awful, man. So
Oh,
that was the
so-
one thing, and I will listen, man. I don't want to get like into too much politics, but we're gonna. That was one of the things that RFK Jr. was preaching about. Was he was like, I would make it illegal for corporations to buy homes.
Yeah. It should be.
It should be.
Like,
100%.
Why do you need land like that? Why do you need homes? I
It's
should say?
another stream of income, Kenny. You know, it's
I mean,
just
yeah.
it's fucking.
I know why.
It's
But yeah, it's just like come
it's
on.
a terrible system, man.
Yeah, single family. He's like, you would not be able to buy single family homes. You can buy commercial real estate all you want. Single family homes, residential, you can't buy it.
Yeah.
He's like, because you're causing home. First of all, you're causing home prices to go up. You're outbidding anybody who can come in and buy it,
You're
Right.
and you're
forcing
gonna
people
it's
to
gonna
rent.
become a monopoly.
Yeah, you're forcing people
Right.
to rent.
Yeah, And you're forcing people to rent, which is gonna if people can't own homes, they're never gonna be able to accumulate like generational wealth
Well,
No,
that's the goal.
and assets.
that is the goal.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
You know,
We know, yeah.
we know that. But yeah, man, I don't know. Hopefully, there's somebody else. If RFK doesn't get in, there's somebody else that believes in that same, belief system. I guess of not allowing them to buy residential real estate.
There's no way the DNC is gonna give him the nod.
No,
No fucking way.
No.
He doesn't play ball with
No,
them.
he's like Tulsi.
Yeah,
He won't.
exactly.
Like, or she was,
She
when
won't get the nod either.
She
That's-
was a
that's
Democrat
crazy.
because now she's, what is she, independent?
Independent now. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's more of like a libertarian. Yeah. And so is he. Really.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They are.
But it's so funny how they try to smear him. And like,
Yeah.
I'm like, who believes this shit? Well, Democrats believe it. Like hardcore Democrats believe it, but that's it. Yeah, anybody who can critically think at all is sitting there like, dude, you're fucking idiots, man.
Yeah.
but it's such a low amount of people who critically think. I feel like the masses are told, what this is, and then they're only told that, like those
Yeah.
algorithms and all that shit. Like all you get is more of the same.
Echo chambers.
Yeah. So
Yep.
why would you ever believe differently?
I'm telling you right now, if all you're getting in your algorithm is just one-sided shit, you are not learning.
No.
You're not hearing other people. You're not, and I hate it, man, because I follow people that I fucking can't stand. I follow some of these communist pages
So do I.
just to
just
hear
to
what they
see-
say.
yeah, just
I'm
to
like,
stay
God damn, like
level."
we really think that?
I don't
Right.
follow any political.
But I want to hear. No, but this thing's like I want to hear what they're saying.
Yeah,
I
'cause
want to
like you
see
wanna
where
know
they're
how
coming
they
from.
think. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, where are these thoughts originating from?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't understand it because I don't think that way. I need to know
Why?
Why you?
Yeah, like what type of thought process causes you to come up with these crazy ass beliefs?
And it's okay to disagree.
It's okay to disagree. That's the thing that we've gotten away from for so long is, like respectful disagreement.
Yeah. Like think about when we were kids, right? Like in the in the 90s, right? I didn't know anybody who would not be friends with somebody because they didn't believe what they believed politically.
Same.
It's the weirdest thing. Even my parents, like, I never saw them get into it with anyone or be like, I'm not their friend anymore because they're a Republican.
Yeah.
You know? My
Yeah.
my parents are Democrats. Or my mom is,
Right.
let's be real. My dad doesn't give a fuck about anything. Chuck's just chilling.
Dad's a
So it's
champ.
like whatever.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care about any of it. I don't give a shit about any of this.
I don't care about
Yeah,
that.
fuck all y'all.
Okay. You have a beer for me?
My kind of guy.
How long am I gonna be here?
Exactly. So, but you didn't see that back then. Now everybody is like, it's like their identity.
Yeah. Oh, it's all they are. Yeah.
Identity politics, man, is scary.
100%.
People really can't think outside of their political party, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like they can disagree with something.
So much
too.
so that they don't want anything to do with you either. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
It's because it's become an ideology rather than a political party.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're so intertwined in it, and your identity is so attached to it
Attached
that
to it.
now you literally can't say anything, or you can't be friends with people who disagree with you politically.
I just think half of them don't know who
Fuck
they
it.
are.
Yeah.
You don't know who you really are.
That's a
what the
really
fuck
good
it is.
point.
Yeah. You're
It's
not
strange.
You're not confident in believing one thing and then being against something else. Like,
Right.
you know,
Like-
it's just that's not my thing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not here to make you change my mind, but
Bro, that's
you know what I mean? It's just,
that's a really powerful point because if you know who you are,
yeah.
there's no way you'll allow yourself to be identified by some ideology that you didn't come up with. That, like, you know what I mean? Like if you'd understand that you can agree with what this conservative says and disagree with this Democrat says, or then agree with what this Democrat says and disagree with this conservative person said. You know what I mean? Like that's what people actually are. People, for the most part, are a combination of all of these different sides of political ideologies. They just can't allow themselves to admit when they agree with the other side, which is so bad.
Yeah.
It is bad.
It's like, oh man, I really understand. I get where they're coming from. Yeah, that's kind of, I kind of agree with that.
Right.
You can't say that.
It's so crazy.
You can't say that.
You don't say that.
And that's why nothing's done in Washington, because that's how the whole game is played. And Tulsi Gabbard talked about that at length on the Rogan podcast about how
Oh, yeah.
she would have other politicians come up to her and be like, "Listen, you have to vote this way on this,
Yep.
otherwise Trump's going to get his way with this."
Yep.
She's like, "Yeah, but this is better for the American people." They're like, "Doesn't matter."
Yeah.
She's like, "It does though.
And
That's the only thing that matters."
right.
Yeah.
And
You fucking cocksucker.
that's
She didn't say that. I said that. But
No,
still.
but yeah, that's the amount of anger that you feel. Though,
Yeah.
because you're like, you guys are so caught up in
the politics.
the politics and whatever power you have, and not losing it, or not allowing what you all guys have all come to agree that this guy is the enemy. So we have to do everything, anything, legal or illegal, to make sure he doesn't get in.
Dude, they've literally weaponized the judicial system at this point.
Dude.
You've never seen it. And
No, you haven't.
Think about the history of our presidents and how fucked up they were. Dude, Nixon? You kidding me? That dude didn't even get fucking arrested or indicted. No. They just were like, "Oh, dude, you fucked up pretty bad, but okay, just go away.
Yeah, Watergate, no big deal.
No big deal.
Jump in the helicopter.
It's no big fucking deal.
Just
Yeah,
quit the presidency, jump in a helicopter.
yeah
and
just
fly away.
resign. You're right.
Right. Nah, dude, I don't.
It's crazy, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I see that they're trying to reintroduce the good old vid.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to do mask mandates and shit again, bro.
Fuck it. No one's listening to that shit.
I don't think so. I think
No, but-
this time you're gonna get a lot of resistance.
Yeah, and that's what it has to be.
It has to be.
No one's
exactly.
listening to
It
that
has
shit.
to be, bro.
But you have to. It has to be unified. Like you can't.
That's what I was telling
You can't be
everybody.
like one
No.
job fucking trying to do masks and the other one
Yeah.
not. And
No, everybody has to resist. Because
I think they're gonna.
people don't understand that.
I'll tell you one right now. If they fucking put out some kind of mask mandate where we work, I'm 100% taking a leave of absence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck off. Let me know when it's over.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
fucking nuts, man.
fucked.
It was so miserable.
Dude, it's
And-
insane,
and
man.
It doesn't help. Like
It
That's
doesn't
do
thing.
anything.
It doesn't do
That's the
anything.
main thing. If the
People
shit was proven to help,
People have their mouth out, their nose out. Like it just doesn't do anything.
and then they take the shit up, and then you're touching all types of shit, and you're touching your mask, and you're moving it to do this. It's like you guys are all fucking idiots. Like, do you see what you're doing? And then you're so gung ho about wear your mask. It's like, look at how you're living your life with the mask on. Look at what you're doing. Like,
Everybody was more attractive though. 14 minutes. All right,
We're back.
we're back.
Sorry about that.
not really, but
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I just know if people, here's the thing, and this is the message that people need to get across.
Do you think they would even try it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna try to lock us down again.
Really?
I think they're gonna try it, bro. I think all
fucking
these, I
crazy.
think these are tests to see,
How
just
far?
like they did last time.
The power reaches.
Start the mask shit again and see how many people go for it, and if more people than not go for it, okay, let's do the next thing. And then
That's rough.
it'll be
They're gonna threaten. They're gonna threaten your job. That's how they're gonna threaten your income.
Yeah,
That's
like
the
they
way they're
did.
gonna do it.
Jesus.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm telling you right fucking now.
Is this our?
I am not wearing a mask at
Is
work.
this our plea for sponsorships?
Yeah.
whoever want to give us a couple dollars.
We have it.
We drink a lot of Red Stripe.
Oh, dude, I'll 100. Hooray, beer.
Where is it? Go get it.
Wagwan.
We need dairy farms and vineyards
Yes.
and Red Stripe, and I mean, all coins got a lot of money to throw around.
Yeah.
We'll just put your symbol in the background. We won't say shit.
Yeah, we got you.
We got you. But go ahead, Kenny. I forgot.
No, I think that the fear comes with people when people want to resist, but here's where a lot of people's fear comes in when it comes to that is they feel like they'll be by themselves or like they'll lose their income, they'll lose their job, which I understand.
Yeah.
However, this is what has to happen to prevent all that. You have to get people literally, like you said, en masse. Because if you do it in mass, like if a whole building that employs 2,000 people and let's say 1,600 of them get on board to say, we're not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
They can get rid of 1,600 people. They won't though.
No.
They're not
No,
going to.
they're not gonna be able to.
Then, yeah, they can't sustain. They can't continue to run the business. So but it's like that in all facets, like everywhere. It has to be mass non-compliance because they need the people to comply. They're not going to try to kill everybody. You can't arrest millions of people. You know what I mean? Put people in jail.
Yeah.
They need the people to comply, and we have a country that's big enough to where
We need business owners to get on board and
Yeah.
fucking resist with us.
yeah, man. If you get 100 million people, bro, 150 million people, all like fuck you. We're
They're
not
not doing
doing this
that.
stupid
Yeah.
shit. They gotta fall back on it. They
Yeah.
have to. They have no choice.
I have no choice.
What really pisses me off too is like in our situation, like we have our union, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our union is Democrat.
Big time.
100%, man. These motherfuckers were telling me to fucking vote for fucking Phil Murphy during the pandemic when this dude was literally taking our jobs away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat
and then
my balls.
visiting us
Slowly.
and then fucking extending it.
Yeah.
Like getting getting served hand and foot. Right? So you guys are doing a great job. blah,
Fuck
blah, blah.
you.
And then fucking go the very next Monday, he extended that shit. The lockdown or the curfew
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck he did.
Yep.
I don't know. Fuck
Dude,
that
these people, man. Like this is what I need people because
But then he did something you like
What's that?
this week.
Oh, yeah. It was, that's fucking nuts. So pretty much the mayor of New York City wanted to pull like a Giuliani and send all of the migrants to Atlantic City on buses.
Yeah, like
I did not know about that.
turn
Yeah.
the Ishna, the airport right here into a
Yeah.
like a what the fuck,
Wow.
like a
Yeah.
house or whatever the fuck.
So remember when Giuliani back in the, what was it, 80s or 90s? When he started cleaning up
I think it was-
AC,
I think it was
or
the 90s.
cleaning up New York City,
Yeah.
and he's just literally putting homeless people on buses and just send them
Yeah.
into Jersey.
I didn't know he was doing that.
Oh, yeah. That's how he cleaned up New York City.
Jesus,
Yeah. It was fucked up. Super
Oh,
fucked up.
wow.
it was fucked.
So, Marty Smalls pretty much did a press conference. He's like, we are not the dumping ground for New York City. He's like, and we sit and
Good.
I was like, damn, like these motherfuckers are fucking spitting fire. It's
Hell
about
yeah.
fucking
Let's
time.
go, Marty. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
let's go. Like, you can't fucking do this shit, man. Why don't like?
But homeboy agreed. Our governor,
Yeah, he was like, no, you can't do it.
you can't do it.
We're not taking him.
I'm not letting you.
Good.
And he's a Democrat.
Yeah,
and I was
come
like
on,
surprised,
Phil.
man.
Yeah, well,
Good
he
shit,
wanted it to be a safe haven state or what are they called? The
Yeah. Asylum.
asylum
state,
state or
something
whatever
like
the
that,
fuck it
yeah.
is. But he was like, yeah, that's too much. Like, all right,
Dude, we can't handle it, man. We don't
Yeah.
have the resources.
no.
Dude. Just America as a whole, bro. Fuck everybody else. How about this? Fuck
Fuck everybody
everybody.
else.
Fix our shit.
Yeah.
That's the motto. Fuck off. They're sending billions more to Ukraine, and motherfuckers in Maui are walking through the streets burning alive and shit.
Amazing.
Like, bro, this is why I don't understand. People can't see this shit. It's because you don't want to see it now.
Yep.
If you really still believe the idealistic shit about the government and they really give a fuck about it, it's because you don't want to see it. Because the shit, they're not hiding it anymore.
No.
It's not even hidden. It's right out. It's like on the news. Oh yeah, we send more billions to the Ukraine. Maui still hasn't received aid. Like,
Yeah, they're asking us for money.
Did you see what
The
he?
ones that are fucking
What?
struggling. Like,
Yeah, why
you got
ask-
The Rock and Oprah fucking begging us to
Yeah,
fucking
like, get
donate.
the
You
fuck-
shouldn't have to do that. Not that they're assholes for doing it. You,
nah,
you shouldn't
bro.
have to do
They
that.
shouldn't have to do
Oprah
it.
could rebuild every single one of those homes
Yeah,
and
right.
still have over $1 billion.
No, they're not
Bro,
gonna fucking.
between her and The Rock, he's got to be close to a billionaire if he's not one.
He's up there.
You know what I mean? Like,
fucking do that shit.
So did you see the whole thing that Biden did when with
anytime you say his name, it's just laughable.
he's a fucking piece of shit.
Dude, was it
And you know it's not even him; it's his administration.
Of course.
that comedian that says that he looks like he's walking with two really heavy invisible suitcases. It was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I can't remember the dude's name, the comedian's name.
Oh,
but
the dude,
he's hilarious. Yeah, he's like
Yeah, I
the
know you're talking
half black, half white dude.
Yep.
That's
Got
funny.
glasses. Oh, he's great. And when he said it, and I was like, oh my
You
god,
picture it, it's
because
like
he
he
doesn't
really-
move. He doesn't
yeah.
move his arms, and then that's what he looks like. Like he's fucking shuffling wherever the fuck he goes and shit. And then he goes. Then when he's done speaking, he turns into a Roomba. He's like, he doesn't know where to go. I was fucking crying.
This is so bad because it's true.
It's true, and that's our president. It's the fucking.
he's an embarrassment. He's 100% an embarrassment.
We should not hire these motherfuckers, man. They're too old.
You got Nancy Pelosi running for re-election. She's like 85.
Because of course she is. Because why wouldn't she?
That one lady who gave up, I forget her fucking name. She's literally in a wheelchair, getting rolled around this fucking Senate, and she actually, she actually gave her daughter power of attorney because she can't make sound decisions. for her own
Christ.
on her own.
But she can get
But
reelected?
she can still vote on legislation for this country.
God,
Bro.
how is
How is this
how
possible?
is this possible?
How about Mitch
Exactly.
McConnell having seizures in front of
two of 'em.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Two different episodes.
Strokes.
Just freezing
Like
up. Strokes.
straight
Yeah,
up
just freezing
strokes.
up.
Like
Just can't
he-
move.
No.
He looked like he was shitting his pants.
Yeah.
He's starting to sweat. He's getting all shiny and shit. You're like, what the
It's
fuck?
like, yo, it's like all these things that are happening to these.
They're right
to
in
these
your
people.
face, and you still like, oh,
Right.
I'm gonna vote for him again.
Right.
Like if Mitch McConnell ran tomorrow, he'd probably fucking get elected again.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
How do you reelect that? How do you vote for that?
How-
We're sick, bro. Like
Yo,
we're in a
bad.
state of mental.
We're bad.
There's a mental sickness with people in this country, man. That because you're right. There's people that would still vote for him after that.
Yeah, dude.
Like
right now.
like probably like
right now.
millions of them.
Right now.
That would be like, well,
Yeah.
it was one little episode or two. He probably still knows what he needs to know
Yes,
and can make
no
decisions.
idea.
It's like,
All you need to ask yourself right now, right? But when you're voting for this guy, would you trust this man to drive you somewhere? If it's no, you
If
can't
Mitch-
vote for him.
If Mitch McConnell showed up as your Uber driver,
Would you get in the car?
would you cancel the trip?
No?
Jesus Christ.
Seriously.
It's true.
that's such a
I'm
good
with you,
point,
dude.
I'm with
I'm
you
with
too.
you.
It's just such a funny but truthful analogy.
Yeah.
Like,
If this dude showed up at your house to take you to the airport, would you do it?
No.
If the answer is no, you do not vote for him.
yeah, because if he can't at least
Fucking-
drive you somewhere,
Yeah.
It's something simple like that. Yeah, like
yeah,
people don't fucking.
Man.
I don't know.
Right.
man.
Bullshit.
yeah. I don't know, man.
It's nuts, man.
Scary times.
It is scary times.
Oh, so what I wanted to say about the whole Biden thing, when he asked for relief for Maui, but within within the, I guess it was I don't know if it was a bill or whatever the fuck it was, when he asked Congress, hidden in it was more money for Ukraine.
Jesus.
So the Republicans shot it down. Even some Democrats shot it down, and he used it as he used Maui as a political tool to be like, oh, look how fucked up these guys are. They don't want to give money to them to Maui.
Yeah, of
They're like,
course,
yeah,
because
no.
nobody reads those bills. Like,
Yeah, like no, we do want to give money to Maui. You just don't want to give more money to Ukraine.
Right.
It was more money for Ukraine than it was for Maui.
Jesus.
Fuck off, man.
We don't even take care
If
of
you
each
can't say
other.
it at this point, man, I just
Yeah, that's why I always say people don't care enough.
I'm 100% agree with
Like
you.
we're saying this, we hear this, people
Right.
see this,
Yeah.
and they're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
right.
It's
'Cause-
crazy.
Well, you know, it's because
it's not. There's no direct effect.
There you go.
But,
That's it.
You know,
That's
like,
it.
I mean, these people are fucking. Ask people in Maui if there's a direct
Yeah,
effect. Like they're
wait
the
till
ones
it
fucking
happens to
suffering
our
and
town.
shit.
You know what I mean,
Yeah.
or somebody else's town, because that shit will
You never know, man. There'll be another Sandy right around the fucking corner, right,
like-
right behind the corner.
Right behind the corner.
right behind the corner, not around it.
But
I don't know, man. It's weird how a lot of the
it's not good.
their wealthy people, their properties in Maui, you know, none of it got touched, and it's weird also how the government wanted that land for a long time to build a smart city, and the people weren't budging.
Jesus.
It's also weird that all of a sudden there's wildfires in Maui that I don't know. Has that ever happened there before? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things. It's weird how the
a lot of questions.
alarm system. They have like I read it somewhere.
Yeah, like their tsunami thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
That
there
shit
was-
didn't go off, or
Yeah.
the electric wasn't charged, or some
right.
shit.
Like just a lot of convenient things happened.
Mm-hmm.
It was yeah.
But people don't understand, man. Like, guys, you guys got to understand. These people will kill you. The government will kill you to get what they want. If they have to. It might not be the first, you know, the
Option.
first option. But if it has to go to that, they don't give a fuck about your life.
They killed,
And it's
they
crazy
killed the
to say
president.
that, but huh?
JFK, they killed the president.
Right.
Jesus.
CIA did it.
They blew his fucking
You heard it here.
brains out.
Blew his shit all over the back of the Cadillac, bro. It's crazy. But like they don't give a fuck.
It was a nice car too.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, it's a nice car.
That was a nice car.
Well, for me.
In front of everybody, I can't imagine being like alive at that time. Like
Imagine being that evil where you could do that.
just watching it. Everybody saw it on fucking national TV. I can't imagine.
That's how brutal it is, man.
It's
This-
fucking
this-
nuts. They've
This
been
world
brutal.
is brutal,
Humans are so bad to each other, bro.
Mhm.
Like
We are.
we're all-
especially humans with power.
Ah,
Oh, that's
that's the
thing.
scariest thing that exists. Human beings with power.
Mhm.
It's funny too because I try to think like or hope that if I was like one of these people in power, I wouldn't be a piece of shit.
Stop lying.
I'm just saying. I hope.
Yo,
Yo,
But I can't guarantee it.
Jordan Peterson said some of the realest shit I've ever heard. He said, there's this book called The Gulag Archipelago, and it was basically about back in the when the Soviet Union existed and the communist state and like how torturous they were to people. And he said, in so many words, he said, you hear when you read all this and you hear about, the SS and the Nazis and how they tortured people and all this shit. He's like, don't be so sure that you would be the good guy. He said, look at yourself and, think. Like if you had this power and he ran the whole situation down with every detail. Are you positive that you wouldn't be the piece of shit? It's like, you might have been.
You might have been.
And I was
Did
like,
you comply during the pandemic?
bro?
Yes, I did.
Damn.
That's honestly, it starts with that shit because it's like
does.
imagine if they kept pushing shit
Yeah.
and it's like, well, you're gonna keep using the guise of being scared or afraid. It's like, well, it can't be me, so I have to allow them to do this to this person.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
That's true.
when pushed to a certain point between life and death or torture and death, you might make decisions that you don't think you would make. You might not be as
that
good as
need
you
for
think you are.
self-preservation is strong in every human.
It's the strongest.
It's in every human.
Self-preservation.
In every apocalyptic movie, you get the worst of humanity,
Right.
and it's just
It's weird because you see the best and
weird.
the worst.
You see the best and the worst.
Like the 9/11 shit, you saw like
The best,
the
and
best
the worst.
and the worst. I was looking at like 60 Minutes last night. They were talking about it. Shit, it's like
Crazy.
yeah, wild, man.
It is wild. Like I was telling Scott, I've been reading the Colin Jost, Colin Jost
Jost,
from
yeah.
Weekend Update.
Yeah.
And his mom was like right there during 9/11, like when the first building fell,
Right.
and her captain, because she's a doctor and then became a firefighter.
Wow.
They got pushed into like an alleyway to where they can wedge themselves, and everything just turned black when that building fell, and their heads were down. Luckily, she had a fire helmet on,
Yeah.
and pieces of the building were hitting them in the fucking head, and she was just like, "This is where I die," like what I
Yeah,
mean?
because
and then it started to clear up. She sees her car. She runs to her car and changes her shoes and runs towards the other building. How crazy is that? She just saw death or escaped death
bro,
in her eyes, right? Isn't that chilling? And today is the fucking anniversary.
I was
Moment of
Yeah.
silence for 9/11.
yeah.
But this is something I'll never forget. Nobody will ever forget that.
Bro, they were
Never
talking
adults
about
will.
they were interviewing some of the firefighters because 343 of them died on 9/11, and they were talking to some of the survivors, the surviving firefighters, and they were saying that they knew that they were probably because the
Not
guy
coming home.
interviewing he was saying how hard it was for the firefighters to take the orders to go up into the building to try to save people, and he was like, I give my guys so much credit for just going, knowing
Running
the
into
chances,
death, baby.
yeah,
We're
knowing
high.
that you probably aren't coming back from this, or if you do, it's a miracle. But the guy interviewing him said, well, how hard was it to give those orders?
Yeah.
Knowing you're sending your men
Into
probably
death.
into certain death. And the guy, like, he just broke down.
Yeah.
But, bro, the bravery of people, man, like, to see these people, these dudes climbing up 70 stories with 75 pounds of gear on into just floors that are engulfed in flames, not knowing how you're going to
Get back
rescue
down.
people,
Get-
or
how to
rescue people or get back
if
down.
there's people to rescue.
Right. Just
so much
going.
unknown. Yeah.
Bro, they said from, I forget which tower it was, but the first tower, I think it hit around like the 75th to like the 85th floor. It was just wiped out. And there was 700 people above that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how many people. That was that many people just from like the 85th floor on up, above that, bro. And yeah, bro, they knew they were going up, and you know, the shit collapsed, and that was it. But
That was it.
it's just it's wild. But then you saw the best of people
Yeah.
afterwards. 'Cause, you know, everybody comes together
Yeah.
and shows how great human beings can be to try to save each other. And it's like it's a shame we can't bottle that shit up and just keep it. You know what I mean? Like just be like that all the time.
It has to be a dire situation.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I get it.
sucks.
It's like, why can't we show that shit on a daily?
Yeah. You know, or because I think it gets showed on the daily, but not just in regular life. Like you said, it has to be some type of catastrophe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like-
like from when families get together for only funerals and shit. It's
Right.
like,
Right.
you know, it just sucks. It's like every
Yeah.
time I see you, something fucking bad happens. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know. It was sad, but you know, it's surreal. You know, when you hear somebody describe shit like that, like, you know, different experiences and stuff, it really
Yeah.
puts shit into perspective, or it should. But
What were you guys doing when that shit happened?
I was fucking asleep.
Okay.
I woke up
Like
to
8:13
the
a.m. or
news.
something like that.
Yeah,
remember
I
that.
woke up to the news.
Okay.
I was in college. I was at Stockton, and I happened to walk out to go to the bathroom. I left the class to go to the bathroom, and I started the TV on. I'm like, the fuck movie is this? Like, this is
Yes.
fucking wacky. And then I
Crazy
realized it was the
fucking
news.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, hold up.
yeah.
And I went in back to the class. I'm like, yo, someone just flew a fucking plane to the fucking World Trade Center.
Yeah.
And the one girl was like, my mom works there. I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
God.
get on the
God.
phone, whatever. She ended up getting on the phone. And I'll never forget, the teacher was like, nothing's happening. Everybody get back to work. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm in college, motherfucker. I can say whatever the fuck I want now.
Right.
I was like, nah, I'm going to go back out and watch this because this is fucking insane. Like,
Yeah.
I
there's
remember
definitely something going on.
I remember going to work like the day after, and it being like a complete ghost town. Like
Oh, yeah.
nobody was there. I worked at the Claridge at the time,
Mm,
and there was not a soul in there.
that's so crazy.
It was crazy that they were still open.
Right.
Like, it was just like, I was like, what if this is it? Like, people will be afraid to ever go anywhere again.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
there were so many unknowns for weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what if this is it? Like,
Yeah,
fucking-
bro. I remember when my mom called me because I was going to ACC at that time, but I was home,
Mhm.
and my mom called me. Turn on TV. Turn on TV. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Please tell me what's going on, because like she never called me and said no shit like that. I'm like, what's? She's like, the Trade Center, the Twin Towers. They did something. I'm like, so I turn it on, and they're talking about. I see the tower up in flames and shit. And then I see the second fucking plane flying. Bro, I couldn't believe what I saw was real.
Yeah.
I was like, what? The second one, they did it again. Bro, that shit was insane, bro.
Yeah. It's seared into your fucking memory.
Yeah.
And like, you'll never
Yeah.
fucking forget it. But
Yeah, because when it first happened, everyone thought it was just like some kind of some accident.
right.
some
Yeah.
little
The
plane
second
flew
one
into
was
it.
like the confirmation. Like,
Yeah, and then the
oh,
second
shit.
one, you watched it coming through.
We're at war, bro.
Like, holy shit.
what's
Yeah.
crazy was the fucking, like, the floor, that whole section coming out of the other side of the fucking
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
it was just insane. Like you said, it was like a movie. Like, what movie is this?
hmm
It's crazy.
Couldn't
It's
believe
just-
I remember saying that to the person who, like, there was another guy watching it. I'm like, what movie is this?
Yeah.
Like, why are you sitting here watching it, you weirdo? 'Cause, like, there was no sound on or
Right,
anything.
right, right.
You know, it was just a random TV
Why are you
in the hallway.
watching this in the
Why are you
middle of the
watching
hallway?
Yeah, he was just like,
It's just,
then I realized it was the news. I was like, oh man, this is bad.
it's wild, man. It's just, it was crazy. It was crazy seeing those people like covered in soot, fucking
Yeah.
walking
Yeah.
across the bridges and shit.
But there's
Like-
still millions of people with health issues.
Health
bro,
issues,
because of
yeah,
that.
fucking-
You knew that was gonna happen though.
Yeah, Jon Stewart's been like really like a champion for those people, like all the firefighters
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
of
going
course,
and testifying in front of Congress
dude.
Yeah.
because
So-
they're not helping them.
Right.
Fuck you, man.
He's so intelligent, that dude. He should fucking run for
So why
real.
could you
But
not- like, why is it this hard?
It's
to
cool though. We got
do?
money for Ukraine though. Thank God.
Thank God we got money.
thank
to
God we let our people die for that. Like, that's
It's all
fucking-
good.
Fuck everybody else. Fix us.
Thank God we're
first.
sending money to a country that bribed our president.
Fucking crazy.
Let's be real.
bro, for real.
Be fucking real.
That's a shame. Anybody want another beer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get some good spirits going in this.
Let's talk about
gloomy ass podcast.
let's talk about better things. Let's talk about how much we hate our customers.
No. I'm tired of saying the hate.
No.
I hate you.
No.
I just don't like you.
Well, you can't hate all the
No,
customers.
I don't
you know what I
hate
mean?
all of them.
Like I said, all the shoebies went home. We appreciate the shoebies. You know what I mean?
We do. It made the summer great.
You make the summer great,
But we're glad you're going.
and we're glad you're
But
gone. You know, it's like a love-hate.
Thank you for leaving.
Love you.
Thank you for leaving our towns. We want our towns back for this.
Go treat your people like shit.
Treat your regulars like ass.
Such a dick.
Hey, man.
He's like, hey, man. Don't give us shit.
No, that's dead ass serious though. Like, nah, don't treat us like shit and go home and treat
Let me get
your
you a cup, Scott.
your local, bartenders like gold. No, treat them like shit too.
I doubt they treat their own fucking people like that.
Of course they don't.
They just forget where they go and they fucking act the same way.
Yeah.
But you know,
That's so weird though, because
we don't have
I'm
we
gonna
don't have many positive stories, do we?
Let me tell you. I'm gonna
Glosses.
tell you what's
I have some really good ones.
what's weird, because I think this speaks to just the caliber of human you are. Because I know you guys don't, and I definitely don't go somewhere out of town and treat the fucking service staff like shit.
No,
Ever.
I over
Why would you do that then? Like, why do they come down here? That's what I'm saying. It speaks to the type of person you are.
You're gonna get 20% if you suck.
right. Exactly. If you suck, you're still gonna get 20%.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like you shouldn't just go out of town and act a fucking idiot. Like,
No, it's not. It's just
it's
you never
just,
know.
Just
you
be
never
a good
know.
person. I
what's-
like you're a bad person if you're.
You never
bad
know
to
what
service
somebody's
staff.
going through either. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Well, it's good to have you back in.
Appreciate you guys. Missed you, motherfuckers. Man.
Cheers.
Hey.
All the dog hair on Scott's ball. Scott's balls.
My balls.
Scott's Scotty balls. Cup.
dog hair on Scott's balls.
That's terrible. I was trying to say Scotty balls cup, but I said Scott's balls. And these are the bloopers we live for.
That's weird.
But anyway, that's weird. We're comfortable, right? No. No, it's funny,
Yeah,
but
man. If you're shitty, listen. If you're shitty to service staff, you're a scumbag of a person.
if you're on a date with a dude that's shitty to staff,
Red flag.
that
You
tells
should-
you
you should run.
everything you need to know
Right.
about that dude.
Especially
Right.
if he drives a Nissan Altima.
Oh, that was
Red
my
flag.
That was my racist question for Kenny. Remember?
Oh, what was it? Damn.
We forgot to be
Yeah.
up on this, but my racist question was for Kenny was as like a lot of black guys don't drive pickup trucks, right?
It's funny because I'm about to get one. But
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please. If you say what I'm about to say, I'm gonna fucking piss my pants. All right, you never see black guys in pickup trucks, right? But when you do, why is it always a Nissan Titan? Were you about to get a Nissan Titan?
No, I wasn't.
Oh my!
Oh man, that would have been
It
the best,
wasn't. That's so funny though, because that's
dude. Why?
yeah. Why? I have no idea.
You're a car guy. Please explain.
Nah, I'm not even big on it. I mean, they're cool, but like
No, they're awesome. But
they're
I'm
dope.
just
but,
saying,
like,
I
yeah, I don't know what that is because one of my best friends' cousin has one. The black dude,
Why
yeah.
is it always the Nissan Titan?
Yeah, I don't know
What
that
is it with the Nissan Titan that we
I
don't
don't know. Maybe you get free Popeyes or something
thought
for a
you knew.
year.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ. It comes with the Popeyes chicken
comes
sandwich.
Comes.
Jesus Christ.
Here's your complimentary Popeyes chicken sandwich. What kind of sauce would you like?
You can go twice a month and get free Popeyes.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, that's funny though, because
It's kind of true.
It is kind of true.
I-
It's funny because I immediately thought of my boy and his best friend, who I became friends with, and a Nissan Titan. It's so funny.
There's a guy on TikTok that does like car red flags. Like if you
Okay.
drive this kind of car,
Okay.
this is like he explains it like what they probably do.
Is Nissan Titan on there?
The Ultimate is.
We gotta look that up. Oh, the Ultimate.
What's
So
the
what's the
Ultimate?
Ultimate? You gotta tell us.
Hold on, you guys keep talking. I'll find it.
So I mean, I know you're a car guy, Kenny, but
Yeah.
you know, I know like I said, a lot of my black friends, they don't have fucking pickup trucks.
No.
I have a pickup truck by default. Like it was just, I thought I was gonna do a lot of projects to my house, which I haven't done. But I
Right.
really love my pickup truck.
Right.
I have a Ford F-150, but
Can't go
every
wrong.
time,
Best-selling car of all time.
every time I see a Nissan Titan pickup
This
truck,
thing where you're just
a black guy driving it. I don't know why.
That's so funny. I gotta look for that more because I have seen it, but I haven't
Look
seen
into
it
it for us,
overwhelmingly
please.
like that though.
But that was my question for you. I don't think
That's
I got a
funny as
question
shit,
for
though.
Scott. You know what I mean?
You don't have a white question for me?
I didn't have a white question for you.
You
I
have a
didn't-
white question.
I didn't know. We stopped talking about it, so I didn't.
That's racist for not being racist.
It's like, white people are so boring. I can't even think of a racist question.
I got one for Scott.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
yes,
Here we
bring it.
go.
I'm
Bring
excited.
We like it. Ad lib.
Why do a lot of white people like
Smell like dogs?
not using seasoning?
Oh, dude. I don't know, man.
You're not one of them, but
I know
I
you're,
love
you're
that.
I know.
definitely not one of them.
But like,
I don't relate to them.
I don't understand. Like, why is shit so bland?
You don't relate to those whites.
I'll never forget. I won't throw any names out there, but it was one of my friends. I'll never forget it. He was like, "My idea of a great meal is Applebee's." And I wanted to fucking strangle him. I was like, "What do
He's
you
probably
mean?"
so happy saying it too.
Yeah.
There's nothing
It's
like.
like there's nothing like going to a great night out at Applebee's.
There's nothing like that's the wildest part.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that compares to
yeah,
it.
but would they even like well seasoned food? Like if they
That's
go
the
to
thing.
my mom's,
They
house.
like salt.
Right, bro. You're right.
They like shit tons of salt, but they don't like
Yeah, but it's
like spice.
that's what I'm saying. Like
You know?
it's there's a difference, right, between
100%,
flavors
yeah.
and salt and fucking.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
I always wondered that. I'm like, why? I'm like, are your taste buds different? Like, do you not like do you not does it not register? Like, do you not taste it when it's food season? So it doesn't make a difference. So you're like, fuck it, I just won't use it.
do white
I
people just
don't understand.
do white people just come with GMOs? I don't know, man. It's just
And it's no, I'm not gonna lie, my town is probably the epitome of what you're talking about.
White.
The whites, the white people. Like there
saying
is
it
not
weird.
one. Like I shouldn't say not one, but the only restaurant that's like I think a solid place in our town
Yeah.
is
it's probably Italian, right?
no, it's fucking Mexican.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like they have
Every
have
restaurant
some
is Mexican.
they
Come
have
on.
shit tons of Italian food. You know, so pizza, all that bullshit. But it's like I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
there's no Indian, there's no Thai, there's no anything that has any kind of flavor to
Yeah.
it.
Not
You know,
much
no
culture.
so maybe
You
they're
need to get
just,
some motherfucking Jamaicans up in that motherfucker.
Come on. For real.
Seriously,
I like that you take Jamaican recipes very seriously.
I do.
They are though.
It's one of my favorite things about you. They are serious. You're right,
They really are. It's just so good. Talk about seasoning. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they go
Flavor.
hard.
Woo.
dude. I remember.
I'll get some right after this.
I remember
I'll
we took
look for it.
we took a family vacation when we went to Jamaica, and we had this. It was at the Holiday Inn Sunspree, and I was so like, oh, this is gonna suck. But right in the middle of the resort, like we never left the resort because everybody was with us. We didn't do any excursions or anything. But right in the middle of the resort, there was like maybe a 12-stool bar, and it was called the Jerk Hut.
Okay.
And all they served was jerk chicken and jerk pork, and they gave you like 2 slices of hot bread and whatever drink you fucking want. And yo, we were there every
Absolutely.
day.
Oh yeah.
Every day. It was fucking awesome. I was like, that's the most memorable part of that fucking family vacation.
Yeah.
It's the fucking jerk,
Jerk
hut.
hut, dog. Yeah.
Shout out to the Jerk Hut in the Holiday Inn Sunspree.
How long ago was that?
Let's see, my niece is 20. She's 24 now, so it was her sweet 16. So it was like 8 years ago.
8 years. Okay.
Fucking crazy, dude. It
Hope
was
it's still
so
there.
good. Though. It was so good. Like, and they gave you extra like jerk shit to tip it. Oh, dude. And I don't even like hot spicy food like
Right.
that. But dude, we were there every day. Every day.
The crazy part
I was
about
sad
that,
when it closed. Like because it closes, before dinner time and shit.
You're like,
I was
oh,
we don't have
man.
lunch at the Jerk Hut. I don't want to fucking be here.
Right.
I would go back to that Holiday Inn Sunspree. I can't even tell you if the resort was awesome or not. Like, but that
The
just
Jerk
that
Hut.
alone was fucking
Yeah.
awesome. It was amazing.
and you can what's crazy is that you can thank the East India Trading Company for all that back in the day,
dude.
because Jamaica was a jump off point.
I love talking about
Where so they would, that was part of the
really
route.
knowledgeable
They'd
about
be in the they would come around and end up in the Caribbean.
Okay.
And Jamaica was, especially for the it was settled by the Spanish and the English.
Okay.
The English eventually took over, and that was like a jump off point for them to move to go wherever they wanted to go with the spices and all that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
amazing.
I know, I
Amazing
should know
shit
that.
has come from fucking.
Yeah, I mean, along with everything that does grow naturally there,
Right.
of
you know,
course.
which
I
is
mean,
so-
tropical.
and that's what's so cool now is like all their cuisine is such a like an eclectic
Yeah.
mix of everything. Like you have the French influence, you have the Spanish influence, I mean, English really
So
do much.
sick.
Fucking food sucks. So, but like all those spices that came down from like the East India Trading Company, like
dude.
everything. It's so funny. The African influence on everything,
Yeah.
Damn,
It's
crazy.
Jerk hut.
Pretty cool, man. Jerk hut, baby.
Jerk hut.
Jerk hut.
Okay.
Dude, it was fucking awesome.
Good food is
so great.
just nothing like good food.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
There's nothing like it, man. It's
it's
in
so
the category of its own.
It's so communal.
yes.
You can.
That's
you
a
can,
good point. Yeah.
I mean, if like when you say like racism, like white people racism, black people racism, like
Right.
when you think about just sharing a meal with somebody, it's so fucking important. Like, I know that we're in America, we fucking focus
Break
on
bread,
food.
son.
yeah, exactly. Break bread. Like,
Right.
you can never hate somebody that cooks you a great
That's a
fucking meal.
fact.
Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, it's a fact.
you could be with like that should be a show, a polar opposite fucking like
Human.
politically human chefs, whatever the fuck. They're chefs. They should cook for each other, and they're fucking be like, yo, I might not, see this way, but goddamn, this shit's fucking.
That's such a
Right.
really good idea.
Dude,
That is a
it's,
good
it's
idea.
fucking. I mean, there's nothing like
Get some Muslims to eat with Christians,
yes.
some Israelis to eat with fucking Muslims.
I'm telling you,
All these people who hate each other, make them sit down and eat together.
Yeah.
that's it, man. And you can't fucking be angry while you're eating
Yep.
fucking good food.
And make them-
Dude, that's a fact.
Make them a dish. Like obviously that's not like something that they can't eat, but
Yeah.
make them them a dish from their culture and
Exactly.
feed it to them that
It's
they
like-
can eat.
Right.
It's
You
like
know?
you can't be angry when you ride a bike. Like when you're riding a bike, there's nobody makes that fucking weird fucking face. Like when you're riding a bike, like fuck this shit. I'm fucking the breeze is on my face and fuck this. Like,
Yeah, I've
you
never
know what
heard
I'm
that
saying?
before,
Like,
yo.
oh, you're on a skateboard.
That's so true,
you're paddling
though.
your skateboard. Try to make a fucking angry face on an electric skateboard. Like try, just try. You can't.
You can't be angry while you're riding.
You can't be angry while you're eating fucking good food. Like
That's so true.
it's
man.
just
Oh, I found the red flag cars.
Oh,
You guys want to listen to it?
Nissan Titan. See if they have a Nissan Titan.
I gotta
If they have a
Nissan
Nissan Titan, I'm on to something.
let me connect. I gotta connect to the Bluetooth here. There we go. All right,
Here we go.
All right, so you want to do the girls one or the guys ones?
The guys ones.
Guys ones first.
Yes.
I think this is the one.
Just give me one.
Is it connected? No.
I don't hear.
One of these on the first date. Don't even bother trying to schedule a second one. Starting out, if he pulls up in a Chevy Avalanche, just know this man has critical decision-making issues and is highly indecisive. He didn't fully commit to buying a truck, and he didn't fully commit to buying an SUV, which means he probably can't fully commit to you either. Just save yourself the pain and don't schedule a second date with this guy. Next, if he pulls up in a Kia Soul, do not step foot out that door and immediately call the police. This man is here to kidnap you and force you to live out his rodent fantasies with him. Whatever you do not let this man get you inside of the Kia Soul. Next, if he pulls up in a Subaru Crosstrek, know that this man is a pathological liar. He lied to himself when he thought that this was a respectable purchase to make. He's probably going to lie to you about how much he loves IPAs and sleeping out of the dirt when he goes camping. Don't waste your time with this guy.
How much he loves
Finally, if this
IPA.
man pulls up in a Honda Element, know that you've actually encountered someone who's frozen in the year 2004. He's going to try to play Nickelback for you and get you to go to Ruby Tuesdays for dinner. Overall, it's just going to be a terrible
Ruby
experience. and
Tuesday.
You'll immediately regret going on a date with this guy.
Oh my god.
This is going to be round 2 of cars that are an absolute
Oh, you got the girl one is just as funny.
all right, yeah, go ahead. Hit us real quick.
This is going to be round 3 of cars that are absolute red flags. If you see she is one of these vehicles, run for the hills. Starting out, the low-hanging fruit of them all, the mid-2000s Nissan Altima. She probably doesn't change the oil in this thing in like 15,000 miles. And when you break up with her, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. She's going to hit you with a fake pregnancy scare. The next vehicle that honestly may be
This
worse
is
than
real.
the first one, the Jeep Wrangler. In all actuality, this girl may be pretty hot. but she's going to base a large portion of her personality around owning a Jeep.
100%.
You're going to want to blow your brains out. The next vehicle that should just be an automatic red flag for you is if she drives a Honda CR-V.
Oh
Not
my
the fact
God.
that this is like a bad car in any way whatsoever. It's more the fact that you're surprised she even has a license in the first place, and it's only a matter of time until she murders both of you while she's behind the wheel of this thing.
Wow,
And finally, a Volkswagen Bug. This girl's actually going to be like really sweet and down to
We had one of
earth.
those.
She's going to hit you with a line that she charged up her moon crystals last night, and that's the reason why this date is going so well. That'll be your sign to close the check and immediately start running.
She charged her moon crystals. Oh my god, that's the best.
Where's part one? Do part one.
Oh my
I
god.
gotta find them. They're in here
Alright,
somewhere.
So they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta just send it to us.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Put it on the text.
We'll do
That
it.
fucking dude.
We'll do
is
one next podcast.
Pretty good. What's his name?
He's good.
Rye Morales.
Rye Morales.
Yeah, he's funny. He does so. His big
Funny,
thing
man.
is he calls out like these dealerships who are selling, especially these lifted trucks, these aftermarket lifted
way
trucks.
over.
Yeah,
full
yeah,
price.
way over.
And he calls them all out, and so one of them is in New Jersey.
New Jersey
Oh.
Truck
And they
King?
fucking went at him,
it
and he's
NJ
like, "You're
Truck
just
King?
giving me more fuel." Like he shits on
Right,
him,
New Jersey Truck
but it's
King.
so great. It's so because
true.
really he's true. He's like, "This is a $50,000 car that they're selling for $90,000." He's got a bullshit lift on it, some tires.
And
He's
some
like, "It's got
rims, yeah.
15 grand into it, and they're selling it for $90,000."
Yeah,
It's like you're out of your fucking mind.
it's true.
Yeah.
That's what they do, man.
Agreed.
You don't want to do
And
the work. When
Straight
you don't
up,
wanna
I'm
do
sorry.
The work.
If you're buying a lifted truck, like if you're buying one of these aftermarket lifted trucks,
Well, that's what you say because I bought a lifted truck. Go.
it's not like but yours isn't like out of this world lifted. I'm saying if you're
Tread
going-
lightly.
you know exactly
Mr.
the kind of
Balls.
truck I'm talking about.
7-inch lift.
Yeah.
I want one, but
the
I
cr-
don't want to buy it like that.
No, you do it yourself. Like
Right.
that was kind of like
Yeah.
like when
That's
I
the
grew
point.
up. Yeah, it's the same with Jeeps. Like Jeeps have become soccer car moms
Oh,
or soccer
dude.
mom cars.
You have no idea. I was in Bank
Soccer
of
car
America.
moms.
I was at Bank of America, and this tricked out fucking Jeep driven by a woman.
A woman.
She fucking totaled the bushes in front of the dude. It was so fucking bad. I'm like, do you see how big your
totaled
fucking
the bushes.
Dude, the bushes are fucking
Totaled
no
the
good.
bushes.
They're done.
Would the
They're dead.
insurance pay out for that?
I don't know, but it should be something. But she fucking backed up over them, ran them over, backed up over them, ran them over. Like, you have a big car. Like, what I hate is when people drive, right, and they'll have a small car, and let's say they're making a right turn, right? So they're going to the right, but they'll go left, way left, and then make a fucking right.
Like
Right?
you got a little ass car, you don't need to do that.
You got a
shit.
little ass car, but when you have a fucking big car, that's what you got to do, right?
Right,
No,
right.
she's trying to fucking like hug the corner of the fucking ATM at the fucking Bank of
Yeah, you're
America,
gonna-
and
you're
she
gonna
just
splash
fucking
you.
crushes the fucking bushes, and then rewind, like reverses and crushes them again.
Reverse,
I'm like, what
reverse.
the fuck, yo? It was so bad, and I was just looking at her, and I was like. I felt bad that I was staring at her because I'm like, oh my god, this
Nah,
bitch
don't
just
feel
fucking
bad.
ran that shit
She
over.
deserves to get stared
She
at.
ran that shit over 2 times. I'm like, oh, it's fucking crazy. Like, you got to be more aware.
Buy what you
of
can
the fuck-
drive. dude.
Yes,
Buy what you
exactly.
can drive. That's
Exactly. That's
simple.
why
Whether
I
it be
don't
size,
understand
whether
why
it be-
old people have these fucking humongous Cadillacs and shit. Like, you got driving this fucking boat tank that you shouldn't be fucking. You shouldn't be buying. We should be in a Honda Fit.
I saw the weirdest thing.
Bad drivers are the most.
We went to Knife and Fork yesterday for happy hour.
Great spot.
Awesome.
Thanks for the invite.
Awesome happy
One of the
hour.
best happy hours. That and Doc's Oyster House.
I've never been to
Did
Knife
Doc's
and
for dinner?
Fork. I've never been to Knife and Fork.
What?
What are you doing? Okay,
All right, we're
let's go.
Scott's never been to Popeye's Chicken.
All right, that's,
Let's see
yeah.
let's see which one's worse. Let's argue about that.
It's worse.
Let's set that shit up
It's
first.
definitely worse. I'm not even gonna.
It's definitely worse.
Popeye's Chicken is everywhere. Knife and Fork is in one fucking place. But I've never been. And
But it's
I've
been
never
there since
to the happy
1912. So
hour. I've had time. Yeah. I've had time. 1912. Jesus Christ. Yep.
I'm
Go
making
ahead.
my argument sound.
So go ahead. What was?
So
He backs it up with facts.
facts, son. So whatever. We pull in. I'm chilling. We're waiting for it to open. And we got there a little bit before 4. And this older couple, or like this old man, I see driving in, comes in. He's wearing like a Where's Waldo shirt. And Bart, like, I'm like, oh god, PA plates.
Those are back too, by the way. The fucking Gap shirts with the white collars.
Yeah,
The
Fucking
rugbies.
rugbies. Yeah.
yeah. He looked
I don't mind the rugby.
I don't,
he looked like a gay sailor.
you look good in the rugby.
right.
I don't look good in fucking sidebars.
Yeah, he had
Makes
the,
me
the
too
red and
wide.
white,
I
like gay
need up
sailor
and down
shirt.
stripes. So go ahead.
Yeah, he looked like he was in the Pirates of Penzance or some shit. So I see him pulling in. And I'm like, that's weird. There's nobody in the front seat, but there's 2 people in the back seat. That's weird. I'm like, is he like an Uber driver? No, he's not an Uber driver. There's 2 ladies in the back seat which was weird to begin with. I was like, all right, I guess it's like this dude's like a chauffeur. The weirdest part about it was that they were like, so one of them was sitting bitch, but there was no one on the other side of her. So these two ladies were sitting like super close together,
Oh, so
like in the back seat, like
one
on
was
top
in the
of each
middle
other.
and one was on the right. Like
Yeah.
that shit. Oh, God.
And this dude's in the front. I'm like, this is just getting weirder and weirder. And then he jumps out with his fucking gay outfit on and like boat shoes. I'm like, this is, and they're all going. I'm like, I can't wait to like see what
He
these
had
guys talk
no
about.
socks. Those shoes
No socks.
fucking stink.
Yep.
So go ahead.
No, so I was very interested. I was like, we have to sit next to these people. I want to hear what they talk about. And they were the worst type of people.
Of course.
The worst.
dude.
Like, so
They told you they were the worst of that.
20 people all walked in at once.
That's usually how it goes with happy hour.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we were standing in line. There was literally a line at
Well,
that point.
it's fucking Sunday too. I mean,
And I could see the discontent on the bartender's faces. They're like, oh, here we go.
you got to go throw them
Because it
20
sucks,
bucks
man.
just to fucking.
You have to be patient.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about what's about to
Especially when
happen.
you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Sorry for what's about to happen.
These people were not patient at all.
Okay.
The guy walks up. He's like, "Hey, can I get a like the bartender walks up. He's like, hey, what can I get you guys?" She's like, "Seafood tower and a wine." I'm like,
Really?
damn, like yo,
Were
chill
they
with the
like
fucking
yelling
food.
right off the rip like that?
Chill with the food.
Yeah, right.
Chill with the fucking hit a fucking. Let everyone get a drink before you
Right.
put your fucking food in, lady.
Yeah.
Fuck
Was
you.
she a high calorie human?
She was a high calorie human.
All right. That's all that matters.
I gotta
That's
eat
right.
so I can take my back pill.
Exactly.
HCH, baby.
High calorie humans. Oh my god.
I
know
love
I'm
using
a,
that.
I'm a high calorie human, but I love it.
Not really anymore.
If you're a high calorie
I
human,
used to be.
Here's the rule
I
for
was
high
bad.
calorie humans. You gotta fucking be nice. Okay?
You can be fat and jolly or a skinny bitch. You choose.
You gotta be nice, dude. I'm sorry.
You don't get.
You listen.
don't get to
You
choose.
ate yourself to that size. You gotta be a nice person.
Dude,
You
gotta
did
be
this.
Nice. You did this to you.
I'm gonna tell you what nobody wants to tell you.
Oh shit.
When
Here we
you're
go.
an asshole and you're fat, the first thing people think of is saying fucked up
Fuck
fat
this
shit.
fat
shit.
ass
Yeah.
shit.
It's the first thing. It's the first thing. It's like, get the fuck out of here, you fat mother. That's where you go.
Easiest.
Do you need to eat? You okay? Is your blood sugar okay?
You'll be fine. Another quarter cup of orange juice.
How's your blood sugar?
How's your blood sugar? How's your blood pressure?
You fat piece of shit.
Hey, you gotta
How's
be
your blood
nice.
pressure?
You gotta be nice.
He said, "You fat piece of shit." Oh my god.
Sorry.
It's
Get carried away.
I hate how
But that's
like,
what goes through my head.
Listen, bro. I hate how I do not like how we can't. You could like talk about how people are alcoholics and shit, right? Mm-hmm. You can't say somebody's fat.
you. I don't get that either.
Lizzo
I
did
don't-
that.
But
It was like that before.
The addiction to
She
food.
made it worse.
Listen, the addiction to food
It's
has
real.
to be different.
Okay.
Because imagine if you were a heroin addict,
Yep.
but you had to take heroin 3 times a day. You
No,
can't
right.
overdo it,
Listen,
but you got to take heroin 3 times a day.
I completely understand how you can get fat.
No, I'm
you
not
have
saying
to
how you
eat.
can get fat. I'm just saying like the addiction, like it's
Yeah.
that sugar addiction is fucking serious.
Oh, it's real,
man.
bro.
and it's in
Yeah.
everything.
I totally get it.
And if you detox from sugar completely within like a week, you will have a newfound appreciation for food. Like your
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
taste buds change. Like
Right.
they're fucking up our food, man. You go overseas, right, Scott?
Yep.
And you fucking can taste. It's like your whole shit is different.
Yeah.
Italy changed. I'm telling you right now, Italy changed my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
The way you could eat especially the bread, like the bread and like
And not
all
feel
the,
like shit?
not feel
Yeah,
like
not
total
feel like shit.
asshole.
Bro,
Something's fucking
That's what
wrong,
happened
man.
when we went to Barcelona and we did that Mediterranean cruise. The same thing. We couldn't believe it.
Isn't it
We're
amazing?
like, why
when,
do we
like,
feel like fine?
Yeah.
Like
That's
it's
what I was-
odd to feel fine after
That's
you
what I
eat.
asked Leah. When Leah came back, I said, because Leah was trying to do the
Yeah, we
more
were both trying to
plant-based,
do
remember?
it. Yeah, yeah.
And more plant based, whatever. And I was like, all right, so you ate meat in Europe. Probably didn't have much choice because a lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, but how did you feel? She was like, I felt fine. I was like, exactly. It's something fucking here.
No, it's
Dude,
it's what they allow there.
Well, they
They
fucking
actually
ban.
give a fuck about their
you
people. They're
go.
like, we're not going to feed our people poison.
That's that.
Exactly.
period of
That's because the fucking healthcare is probably free. Like our healthcare depends on us being unhealthy.
Yep.
Correct.
and it fucking sucks. You know what I mean? And it's just fucking.
I just don't. Yeah, man.
It's that's the biggest fucking scheme in this fucking country, man. Is that fucking healthcare?
You know what's crazy? You can say men are fat all day.
Oh yeah. My mom called me fat.
Nobody
back in the
gets
day.
in trouble for that.
Really?
You call
That's
women
how.
fat.
Yeah, that's when I was like, fuck. I'm like, I'll never forget. I came home. She was like, you're fucking fat, and I was like, ugh. Okay, all right. And I started hitting the gym. Next
Come
day.
on, bro.
Next day, dude, you need to hear it sometimes, man.
Sometimes you need to hear it, but sometimes like
You need to hear it from someone you
people
trust too.
Yeah.
a lot of
that's
people
not saying
can't.
it to
A
you
lot
to
of
be an
people can't
asshole, right?
handle that. Can't handle hearing that. You know what I mean? And like I
hate that though. Like I get it, but
I don't know. I don't know what it took for me to finally fucking realize. You know what I mean? Because I weighed like I was at 300 pounds and I'm only 5'8".
300 pounds.
I was around. I was. I think my highest was 283.
Oh my god!
Did I know
I
it?
I don't
never
remember
known
that at all. Yeah.
mean,
Well, I'll
either.
show you a picture and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "That's when I knew you already." So
That's what I knew you.
I knew you already. So you seen me.
shit.
You
Like, nah,
synced
you
it.
saw it,
You
motherfucker.
synced it.
You synced it.
But I don't know what clicked. You know what I mean for me. But now I'm a little more conscious of it. Still have a long way to go, but it's just it's rough, man, and you don't realize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy to see those pictures from back in the day and shit, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's got.
What was going on? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I at that time felt fine. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I never felt like.
Well, you were
know,
young too. That's the difference.
That's what sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you spend your fucking 20s and fucking being a fat bastard.
Yeah. That's when I was fat. I was probably like 205, 210.
Damn.
And that I remember I came home. My mom was like,
Scott just described me in 7th
fuck?"
grade.
7th grade.
Wait, what do you weigh now?
183.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get back. Like I was up around like during the pandemic. I got up around probably like 195 ish, almost 200.
See,
And I was like,
during the
"Damn, it's-"
pandemic, I went all the way down. Like I haven't been under 200 pounds. I want to say since I was in about 7th or 8th grade.
Wow.
And during the pandemic, I went all the way down to 185.
Holy shit, dude.
And then now I'm back up to like 210.
Okay.
But, I don't give a fuck.
Still, yeah.
It's like I work out all the time. I fucking eat mostly vegetables and fucking fruits.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I
Right.
don't fucking really eat fatty shit, nothing fried. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I do what I can. My biggest thing I think is sugar.
That's
I really, really like
100,000% mine.
sugar.
I am a sweets fanatic, bro.
And it's like
It's
like
so bad, bro.
it's like cookies and cakes
Oh my
and
God.
soft drinks. Like if I could just commit to drinking only water,
pies?
I'd be fine. Steaks? Mistake. It was a mistake.
It's a mistake. Say steak.
See, I can actually fall back on the soft drinks. I've actually disciplined myself to be able to
Well,
like to easily not drink them. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like you get me around any type of pastry, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Donuts,
Cakes,
cinnamon
cakes,
buns, that
pies,
shit.
cookies.
Oh my god.
Yo, we
It's
we just bought fucking pumpkin cinnamon fucking rolls, and they were fucking fantastic.
It's fall, son.
Oh, I know it is fall
Pumpkin
now,
spice is
bro.
back.
And then you have to eat as much as you can because baked goods go bad. Like, it's not like
True. They do go
it's
stale.
not like you can save them. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. That's like a fat excuse.
Yep. It's gonna go bad.
You have to eat as much as you can because they will.
It has an
starving
expiration
children in
date.
China.
There's so- it's like, what is it, like Dave Chappelle? You're like, there's starving kids in Africa. I don't give a fuck. I still want lunch. God.
I just wanted to be cool, man, to tell people like, listen, man, you ain't gotta be rude about it. But like, it's like with women, it's like, oh, it's all body positivity. With men, you just call them fat. But it's like, listen, body positivity is cool, like to each their own. But here's what there's no denying. There's no denying facts about health.
Oh, yeah.
You
yeah.
might like to look, and you might be with somebody who likes you like that. I don't knock any of that shit, right? Everybody has their preference, but you can't deny that inside you're unhealthy as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it just
Your body is deteriorating.
right, and it's like people ignore that part. It's like, yo, you can like what you like, but just understand that internally you're fucked, and your organs are working fucking times 10, and they
Yes.
might give out.
It's crazy. What I can't believe is how effective and how good fasting is.
Oh my god.
Like
bro.
stopping your you can eat literally whatever the fuck you want if you shorten your eating window.
Mhm.
And it's been the most fucking effective thing that I've ever done.
Same.
Like, yeah, you get out of it, but sometimes you get right back into it. Like,
That's me. Yeah.
And-
Kind of fell out a little bit.
yeah, you
But
kind of
it's
fall
easy
off,
for me
but
to
it's
go back.
but
That's
it's easy
that's
to
the
go
thing. It's
back.
like you fuck up one day, it's like, all right, we fucked up one
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
Let's go
You
back
go
right
back.
back to that window.
Right.
Boom.
You got to live 80% of your life. You know what I mean? If you're gonna fast, like 80% of your life has to be that, like
Yeah.
that fasting window, like
Mhm.
16-8 at least.
And it's crazy. I think the reason that it's so effective is because
That's how we used. That's what our DNA make up. You had to fuck.
we
could
didn't
you
eat
imagine-
3 times a day.
No,
Back-
you were fucking.
No.
You ate.
You're lucky
maybe-
if you ate once.
Yeah, you might have
A day.
been. You might have
Maybe.
eaten once every 3
Right,
days.
maybe.
You might have
Right.
eaten once every 3 days, like when humans fucking
Yeah.
came
You actually
about.
had to
Yeah.
fucking hunt and gather.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't killing nothing
for,
that day.
for
You ain't in.
hours. Like imagine just walking hours and hours and hours, just
Yeah.
looking for some fucking animal that you can fucking eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And not eating that day and then
no.
doing it again the second day.
And now food is so readily available.
Yeah.
It's just fucking. It's tough. It's like you're set up to fail.
Yeah, because there's nowhere like back in those times where this is why sugar is so bad. Is because
Fucking sugar, I love it.
bro,
Fucking love it.
me too.
I gotta stop.
But like, there's nothing back in the day where if you like when you drink a soda, right? The amount of sugar you get that fast. There's nothing that we ate or drank back in the day where we got that amount of sugar. Your
Ever.
body is like going into shock. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Because even protein, right? Even your body even turns protein into sugar. Like your body turns everything into
Does
sugar.
it? I didn't know that.
Protein,
Like,
really?
it turns it into like that fucking
Glucose?
yeah.
When I turn around, you better be wearing a lab coat.
He said glucose, not me.
I did say glucose. Well, that's what it is.
Would you look at that?
Look at that.
But I think that's what your body can use as fuel is glucose. I don't think your body can use like what people think as far as nutrients. You know what I'm saying? Like, so your body breaks everything down. It's just
Right.
protein's harder to break down. You use more energy breaking down protein and breaking down vegetables and fiber and shit like
Yeah.
that. But carbs and fucking sugar, that's easily turned into glucose.
Oh, yeah.
So your body fucking doesn't use any energy to fucking process this stuff. But when you fast, you're giving your body so much time.
Yeah.
Like all of us have felt like shit after eating. Like you said, the itis.
Dude, when we go to Popeyes,
You go to Popeyes to get the itis.
you feel your arteries clogging
butt.
about a second.
But
You're
we've
like,
all felt that, right? But when you haven't eaten for a long time, think about how good you feel.
oh, yeah. You feel
You
fantastic.
feel fantastic.
My
Like,
problem
it's
is like when like especially the fasting. Like I've been doing it since January, right? Yeah, January. So when I had those long fasting windows where I'm like, all right, cool. Like normally I eat between 2 and 10 o'clock. That's my 8-hour window. But sometimes I go past. I'm like, all right, I go to the gym at 2 o'clock. I come back. I'm fucking like ravenous. I'm like,
Right,
God
right.
damn, I eat.
Yeah.
The problem is then I make bad choices on what I eat
Right.
because
That's
you're
what I'm
so hungry. Like I don't
you
fucking
want something fast.
Yep.
you know,
want something fast.
Yeah,
You want
that's the
fast
only
fix.
problem I see. That's the only problem I've had with it. But if I plan ahead, like I do like more of like a fat based diet
Yeah.
rather than carbs.
Okay.
This is how I get my carbs.
Word.
But
No better way.
yeah, it's bad. I
Monday
love
carbs
it,
every 2 weeks.
dude. Something about meat. I fucking love meat.
Me
dude.
too, man. That's,
It's so fun. Like I there's no way I could do it the other way around, where it's just like carb based rather than fat based.
yeah.
Because the carbs for me, it doesn't do what I want it to do.
Yeah, I'm having
It
a
doesn't make
harder,
me feel good.
I'm having a harder and harder time staying so plant based.
Bro, I think if you okay, I think you can get to exactly what you want health wise or whatever you're going for by just eating maybe minimal amounts of it. I don't like if you start eating it again, you can be just as healthy, bro.
I have,
eating
by the
meat.
way. I've dabbled a little bit.
Yeah.
I got caught the other day. Just caught a receipt from Wawa for a fucking
Ah,
I got myself a shody.
oven roasted panini. Turkey panini.
John.
It was good, but
It was good.
but I did feel a little crappy afterwards. But it was just a quick. I was fucking dying.
Well,
There
look
was
what you
fucking
ate, though.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like
It's Wawa.
Yeah,
Like shit.
You
It's
can't
Wawa.
really.
I know.
You can't base it off of eating that type
Exactly.
of meat.
And I know Jess will never go back, but you know, I just think that like I have a lot of good things instilled. Like I don't really eat fried foods. I don't really eat fast food.
See, it's shit like that matters.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
that shit. It's not like eating a steak. That's
Exactly.
gonna, it's like not eating the shit like that.
But
that
I have
really
to get
will do you dirty.
like Scott and break my fast with like a protein shake or something. Like ease and ease back
into
into
it.
the into eating.
Yeah.
Because he's right. You fucking go work out and you fucking, you know, you're on 16 hours of not eating and you work out because you had the energy.
Yeah, you like fasted working out.
You
yeah.
work out and shit, but now it's like, all right, it's time to eat, and you're like, fuck, I want to eat fucking everything. I want to eat the worst shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can eat cookies as a meal.
Yeah.
Like 34 cookies.
Yep. Straight up. I'm with you, bro.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that's where it comes in, where you got to be like, nah, man. You know, you got to prepare. You got to fucking have a plan. Like, it's so important to have a plan. And everybody like rolls their eyes, like, because it's work. It is work, though.
Bro, it's the hardest thing because it's
hard.
You know
'Cause
what
you
it
gotta
is about
eat.
it? You gotta eat,
Yeah.
and
Discipline.
there's always discipline. I mean, that's the overarching thing that you need to do it.
Consistency. All
But
that.
like, there's always an excuse to not eat right. Like, there's always a holiday,
Party.
or a
Birthday,
or this, or that.
barbecue.
and it never ends.
Yep.
And I remember when it hit me, I was like, "Oh shit, this shit never ends unless I stop it."
Yes.
And I was like, because I'm like, "Oh
Exactly.
yeah, at this time." Then there's like
Exactly. So
two people's birthdays that I'm close with, or there's this day and there's this holiday and there's this time. It's like, okay, I have to just say fuck all of this shit and just do what I need to do.
but there's better choices. Like, you know, if you're at a barbecue and they're doing burgers, you know, don't eat the bun. Like,
Yep.
you know,
Right, you can,
like eat the kebab. Like, you know
Yep.
what I mean? Don't fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do everything. Like,
right,
you know,
right.
but it's hard. It's not.
Yeah.
What, the dog?
I'm about to say, they
Dog.
coming downstairs. I heard them like,
Dog. That's probably because Jess probably got home, so they're probably.
okay.
But yeah, it's constant work. You know what I mean?
It
It's
is,
constant planning. It's constant fucking decision making, and like you said, it's discipline and consistency, man.
Bro,
So
those two.
I hit the gym this morning, feel good about myself, but then I fucked it up with two
Fuck
red
that.
stripes and a
The whole
fucking
reason
cocktail.
I work out is so I can do this.
Huh?
The whole reason I work out is so I can do this.
right.
It's my reward.
So you can fuck off, right?
That's it, man. But you know, it's not easy, man. That's what I said. It's like a drug that you have to take, you know. And that shit's by design. Like all that sugar shit being so fucking like. You ever seen any of those documentaries on sugar on Netflix? How your brain reacts almost exactly the same way to cocaine. as
Cocaine.
it does the sugar.
I've heard that.
Dude, we watched that shit. It's fucking crazy. The dude did like a complete detox of sugar.
Right.
And that's what he said. He's like, my taste buds completely changed. Like everything I tasted was sweeter. Like the fruit was sweeter.
Yeah.
Even if
Yep.
they weren't in season. Like
Wow.
just like, you know.
Yeah, man. It's like
The sugar, man, it's my shit, man.
they got us all addicted to that shit back in the day, bro.
For real.
For real. There
For
was like
real,
a whole
man.
campaign for
Fucking,
that shit, bro.
You know, what's your favorite cereal growing up?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Really?
Yep.
God, that's fucking
By
lame.
far.
It's
I used to
Yeah.
keep like 6-7 boxes of it in the house all the time.
Well,
I
you
would
had to,
eat
'cause
them.
you
I'd
probably eat a whole box in the
eat a
morning.
box in a day.
You know what I
bro,
mean?
yeah.
I think mine was. So I really like. Remember O's? The
I
O's?
remember those.
Yeah.
I like those and Captain Crunch. They're
Okay.
kind of similar.
Captain
See,
Crunch is
I
very popular
I have
too.
two also, but I have one that I eat dry. Like I don't like it with milk, and it's honeycombs.
Oh yeah.
All right, I don't like. I
those
like
are
it.
good without the
I like it like popcorn. I
Yeah.
don't like it with.
I can see that.
But my favorite milk cereal was Diggums.
Dig 'em.
Oh,
Remember
those
Snacks?
are
Shit, yeah.
Smacks are slamming, bro.
My favorite fucking thing.
I
Even
could
in
mash out on a box of Smacks.
even
right
like
now.
my mom was broke and she'd buy the fucking ShopRite sleeve.
Yeah. Big ass
Sleeve,
bag.
the
Yeah.
big ass fucking sleeve of it.
Yeah.
I fucking love that shit. It turns the milk into the best tasting fucking
Yep.
thing. Diggums.
Wait, why were you surprised when I said Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I did not think you were a cinnamon toast crunch guy.
No, what did you
at
think I was
all.
gonna say?
Like my brother loves Cookie Crisp. Like that's his favorite fucking
yeah, Cookie Crisp was good.
cereal. I mean, they were all good. I mean, Captain
I
Crunch.
know.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Man. I was a big
Chocolate.
Apple Jacks fan. That was like my second favorite. was
Really?
Apple
So
Jacks.
you just love cinnamon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my thing. Anybody that knows me, anything cinnamon, I love. Yeah.
Speaking of this coquito season, can you believe it's almost gonna be a year?
God already.
It's gonna be a
Holy
year before
shit.
we fucking.
This is what I'm saying. These seasons go by like weeks. Like it's crazy, bro. Like,
Because you're working, man.
I know.
Dude,
I know.
you look up, and it's like you try. I feel like I miss out on the rest of the week. Like if I work Tuesday to Friday, right?
Right.
And from Tuesday to Friday, I can't wait until fucking Saturday, and I miss out all those days. So I don't take advantage of those days.
Yeah,
Like I need to take more advantage of my off time.
Right.
It's hard, man.
Bro.
You only got a certain amount of time.
I don't think we talk bad about where we work. It's just the
Nah,
people. The
it's just
people
the-
that go there.
that's what it is,
We
man.
have
It's the
great customers. We have bad customers, and it's just a it's just a mix. But like I feel like bad customers take such a toll on me.
Dude,
That-
bad everything takes more of a toll.
Yeah,
Bad
anything.
negative everything
everything.
takes more away from you than positive gives to you.
You're right.
It's always like that. I don't know why it's like that with humans, but it always is,
I
man.
gotta fucking change that shit.
I know.
I need
don't
to
know
be. I need like. Let's have an appreciation moment. What positive happened to you this week?
So this week, all right. So I don't know, not this week. Last week, I had a.
Look at that.
And I won't forget
There was
it.
no positive experience this week.
I won't forget it.
I have to go back last week. Good.
Last week, I had this guy. It was Friday night going into Saturday morning. Sent the other bartender just left, so it was just me by myself. I came back from my break. I was like, all right, cool, boom. I'm like, if you want to go, you can go. If you want to stay, she's like, nah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm like, all right, cool. This guy came up, super nice guy, New York accent, very outgoing. Like, hey, what's your name? Blah blah blah. I'm like, cool. Can I get this, and this? Yeah, you got it. Boom. Made it for him. He's like, put it on room so and so. I'm like, all right, boom. Give him the check. $100.
Damn.
Tip on top. He's like, that's for you. She's like,
Sheesh.
Beautiful.
thank you. I'm
Love
like, yeah. He's like, don't worry. He's like, I've been in your shoes before. Take it. Yeah, I'm doing. And he's like, I've done really well for myself, so you're good.
Love those
This
people.
dude stayed for like 3 hours, got 5 rounds every single time. 100.
Get out of here.
I was like, what? And I kept telling him, like, dude, like, yo, after the third one, I was like, hey, man, like,
You don't have to do that.
you don't have. He's like, no. He's like, I don't. He's like, I got it. I don't fucking care.
See, that's where you and I
like,
differ because I'd be like,
Please come back.
no, please share how you got it.
Yeah,
What-
Yeah, what do you
What
do
am
now?
I
What do you
doing
do?
wrong?
Yeah.
Well, you're throwing $500 out.
With no problem.
With no
Right.
problem.
Obviously,
So
you
he,
got it, right.
so he was with his wife, and like when I tell you, he was buying drinks for like a whole bunch of people, and people started noticing this, right? So the crumbs start fucking coming around.
Always.
Because of course.
And we're being super dickish to him at one point, and he still just handled the whole thing like so gracefully. You know, like, I was just like watching this guy. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get these motherfuckers away from him. He's just like, oh, come on over, come fuck it, like, give them whatever they want. I'm like,
Wow.
hey man, like whatever you want, I don't care. As long as they're not if they're bothering you, you let me know.
I need
kind of
more
thing, you know?
info on that guy. Like,
I hope he comes back, man.
Yeah, man. You got it. He will. If
Yeah.
you were good to him, he will.
Yeah, he was
They always
a
do.
fucking man.
I feel like our
That's awesome.
that's why regulars are regulars. It's because of us. It's not because our fucking drinks are delicious. It's because we're the fucking shit. We are. We fucking make them laugh.
that?
We bust their balls. We have customers that we have to kiss their ass, and we don't mind. And there's customers that we bust their balls, and they don't mind. They're fucking best about it. You know. And we have customers that we have zero conversation with. Boom, here they tip. Boom, done,
Right.
and they're awesome.
Right.
Here, give me a fucking Amstel Light, pop it over,
Yeah.
and boom, here's $20. I'm out.
Yep.
And they come back
That's
for
what they
us.
want.
Yeah, that's what they want. But everybody wants, something different. You know what I mean? Like everybody has their fucking thing. You know what I mean? But those people are the best. You know what I mean? Especially when they're not fucking super high maintenance, and they're fucking they know how to tip. They're you never know. That's why I always say you get at least 20% because you never know what somebody's fucking going through. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, he's having a bad day. Fuck it.
Yeah,
It's
you have
not
to really go out of your way,
Yeah.
like to be a,
Like-
like
Yeah, because I
pretty
know
much
that-
call me a cocksucker to my face
Right.
for me
and
to
I,
be like,
and I might laugh. I might laugh at that.
I might even give you more money.
You're like, you're right. You're right about me. I am an asshole. Here you go.
what do you want, fucker?
But you know what I'm saying? Like you have that fucking thing with people, and it's just it makes that job so much better.
Oh, you know what I had this week that was really great?
What?
Frankie Faison came in.
Oh, that's right. The guy from fucking Coming to America, the landlord. Remember?
Landlord.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. Dude, the nicest fucking dude you'll ever meet in your life.
I love that.
Yeah.
So humble and great. Like I walked up to him because he saw me make eye contact with him. I'm like,
Yeah,
that looks like him, but he's like a lot older now, you know.
of course.
And I walk up, I'm like, "Ever tell you you look like Frankie Faison?" He's like, "That guy's an asshole." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah. If you see him, tell him I said so." And I was like, "All right, cool." I'm like, "If you see him, I'm like, tell him your rent's due, motherfucker." And he loved it. He was like, "Yes,
I got it.
yes." I'm like, "Dude," I'm like, "Dude, you're like you're like in every movie I love.
You conscious?
Awesome.
You conscious?" Yeah, he was in like Banshee. Like, I don't know if you guys ever watched that. It was on Showtime.
Yeah, he was the bartender. Dude.
Yeah, he was fucking awesome in that too.
He's awesome. That show was awesome. That was such a guy show. You ever watch
Yeah, it
Banshee?
was.
I never saw Bench.
Dude, that is
Lots of titties.
Yeah.
Lots of titties in that show.
I had to go click it on the
Yeah.
night.
Everybody in there was good looking. Everybody was badass.
Yeah.
Everybody was fucking shit up. Like
Showing their tits.
it, I thought you were an ass man.
I'm just saying, they were
Tits,
showing a lot of
too.
tits. I don't know. That was
Like,
one
I don't hate on
theme.
tits.
That was one theme of that show. I was like, wow, every single chick in this show is like, just like, hey, check out my tits.
That's true.
Love it.
Whatever.
That's true. But it was
I'm not mad about
it
it.
was a fun show to watch. I'll tell you that.
It was good. It was a good show.
Check
Yeah,
out
the
Banshee.
guy's on The Boys now. You ever watch The Boys?
Yeah, I
on
love The
Prime?
Boys.
Yep.
Is that not back
Who's
on
Captain?
yet,
The guy that's Captain America-ish. What's his name?
right? Oh,
He's in Banshee. He's the
I know
star
you're
of
talking
Banshee, though.
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
the sheriff.
Ah,
He's a sheriff.
okay.
He's
All
fucking
right.
awesome.
The whole story behind
The
it's
whole
crazy.
thing is cool. Yeah,
crazy.
just let him watch
I'ma
it. 'cause
check it
it's-
out.
It's fucking so fun to watch. You're like, oh shit.
Are you
this
guys
is cool as
watching
hell.
anything cool now? I'm not. That's all I'm asking you.
I just finished Painkiller, which was
I was going to start watching that on Netflix, right?
Do it.
Was it good?
With Matthew
bro.
Broderick?
Bro, I was
it's
wa-
gonna make
I-
you so mad. It's gonna be
Matthew
great.
Broderick?
Yeah,
I was watching the like the trailer or whatever on
Mhm.
Netflix for it. I'm like, I should just watch this. I just didn't. But
So good.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
I saw Hypnotic, and it was whack with Ben Affleck.
Really?
It was supposed to be good, and I feel like it had.
did he drink Hypnotic in it?
No, I wish that would have been the highlight of the fucking movie.
Fucking hypnotic.
But it was like look, the government had this project of people that can hypnotize you. You know how those like street magicians will do
Yeah.
shit and touch you. It's
Yeah.
like that, but like more powerful. And you would like take a test, and if you had like a certain thing, they would train your ability. You know what I mean? But it was so
It's like
weak.
MK Ultra.
Yeah, I know, but it was like
Mhm.
love will defeat anything, and I was like, come on.
So it was a movie.
Yeah, it was whack.
You know what I just saw? Equalizer 3.
Oh,
Is it good?
Of
It was
course.
fire.
Yes,
Dude, they were
thank
all
God.
good.
Dude,
Thank
I would've
God.
saw that shit by
Denzel's a
myself,
fucking
bro.
man.
They were all good,
Yeah,
dude.
Denzel, yo.
They were all
Yeah.
fun to watch. They're like it's like the Black John Wick.
Yeah, bro. Right. Yeah,
But
the shit
smarter.
the shit
But
he's
a little
doing to
smarter.
people- Yeah, a little smarter. Right. Yeah, that shit was great. I'd actually watch it again. It was good.
Denzel does not make bad movies.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Now that he can pick and choose, I mean, he hasn't really made bad movies, but he picks and chooses now, so
Yeah,
it's even better. But
yeah. He's earned the ability to do that. He's probably been doing that for a while now.
Alright.
But yeah, that dude really doesn't miss.
no,
Mm-mm.
he's
And
pretty
to
good.
see him like a little bit older and still doing a movie like that and it not looking corny,
Mm-hmm.
that's what's impressive.
Yeah.
He's-
Because the way it's shot and the way he's doing what he's doing, it just looks like
He still looks badass.
yeah,
Like, I
man,
mean,
he does.
still looks like
like, did you see
unfuckwittable.
Did you see The
Yeah.
Irishman? You watch
yes,
that?
Yeah.
The Scorsese movie?
Yes.
Go back and watch the fight scene where, what's his name?
Joe
De
Pesci,
Niro. No, De Niro beats up the dude in the street that was like messing around with his daughter or whatever.
Okay.
It is the worst shit you'll ever see in your life. He looks every bit of his age,
He's 100.
and it's 100% fake.
That's terrible.
The worst shit you've ever
That's
seen.
even worse. That it's
terrible.
fake. And
Like,
I
it
remember
still
being
looks
like, I
bad.
can't believe Scorsese let this fucking slide.
Like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
you did you watch the last John Wick?
I haven't seen that one
Haven't
yet.
seen
The
it yet.
fourth? No.
He looked so old in the
Keanu
fight
does?
scenes. Yes, and I was.
He
so
is
disappointed.
old.
I know
Yeah.
he's old, but I was so disappointed in
Oh,
the
that's
way
not
that
good.
it was so slowed down compared to the first John Wick. You know what I mean? John Wick, he was fucking shut up, but in this one, it was ridiculous how much fight scene it was. Like it was awesome. But
Yeah.
like, he
The whole
looked so
movie.
much slower. Like he had that like weird bloated kick going. Like, it was whack. But I didn't like it.
Like Bowfinger.
But it should.
Bro.
like kicking people on pigeon toed.
That movie was a sleeper.
All right. Well, I gotta pee.
All right, yeah.
So it's a good time to end.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
It's a bad man sound.